Hello, fabulous Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2015, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, there is a focus on energy and on the day, on intuition, and also on practical matters as well. On not giving into your fears and refusing to let them color your reality and putting your fears aside, so that you can welcome in some really incredible and really positive opportunities that are set to find you now. It all kicks off right off the top of the month. We've got a full moon taking place in the first days of the month. This full moon is happening for you in a part of the sky that has to do with work and your work environment and your work assignments. So it's not so much about money, to be honest, even though there is a money factor playing out, and it's good. It's really good. And it's not so much about career, even though there is a career factor playing out with this full moon, and that is good. And that's really good as well. But it looks like there are changes set to happen in the workplace. That's where the emphasis is, where you're working, the people you're working with, and the type of work you're doing. Leading up to it, and especially right out of the gate at the beginning of the month, there may be some questions. There may be some uncertainty. There might even be somebody leaving. Now, for those of you who do experience somebody leaving, it very likely or may be a woman, okay? It may be, there might be a feeling, in all honesty, for some of you out there, small percentage of you out there, with a coworker leaving, some uncertainty, some fear, some disappointment, some feeling like, what's going to happen to me now? What does this mean for me? These are the types of themes I'm seeing coming up for you. Don't give in to any fear. Acknowledge it. It's always good to acknowledge fear. If you try to pretend it doesn't exist, that's not so good. Acknowledge it and then let it go. Acknowledge it and say, you know what? Yes, this is there. Now I'm going to put this to the side and focus on where my power is. Focus on what it is that I can do and how I can use what I do have in front of me to help myself. And what you can use is your mind, your thoughts, your intuition. And your intuition is likely to be nudging at you to trust and to know that not everything is as it seems. And that is very, very true. So don't worry about it, flow with it, because it looks like very quickly in the first days of the month, you will likely end up on top because of the changes that take place. So if somebody leaves, there may be a surprise element, but ultimately you are delighted. You are in a place of protection. You are in a place of greater prosperity. You are in a place where you feel like you're experiencing a breakthrough and progress in the realm of your career and your goals as well. So keep it about your plate, basically. Focus on what's in front of you to do. Now, those of you who are, it's maybe not so much about a workplace, maybe you're self-employed. This is about assignments coming through. So you may be starting the month with a little bit of uncertainty, thinking, okay, what's going to happen? Is that assignment going to come through? Is that client going to stay with me? How is this going to go next? Things work out very well. Despite your fears, don't worry about that. Despite some question, I do see a part of you may be having a little bit of questions around, you know, how does this fit into the bigger picture? Am I doing something I really either want to do or actually is going to help me put things into place to achieve even greater things? Even with those questions in place, all will be resolved very quickly. You'll come to that understanding that you are indeed moving in a very positive direction, an empowered direction, and a direction that is going to bring about greater prosperity. This can be a time when you have one client leave, but another client come in who is bringing in even better opportunities, whether they're bringing in more money than before. Really big client coming in right around this time that helps you move your life positively forward in a way that delights you. And the money news, the positive occurrences around money and career are actually going to be a theme throughout this month for you. So you should experience benefits from this full moon happening early in the month at several points throughout the month as well. Once we get to the middle of the month, we have a new moon taking place. Now, this new moon is taking place in the sign just before yours, and this tends to be thought of as a very quiet part of your sky. It has to do with the unconscious, and when we have a new moon taking place in this part of the sky, it is sort of a a psychic release, if you will. It's letting go of some deep-seated fears. It's allowing your dreams to speak to you in a way that may clear what's been holding you back so that you can let it go. It's accepting what it is that maybe isn't for you. Maybe you've wanted it for a really long time, but now you realize, you know what? I don't need that, and I don't even really want that anymore, and being okay with that, being open to that and accepting that. So all of that looks to be a theme and looks to be as part of you coming to these deeper understandings and appreciations and insights into who you are and what you really want and what it is that you're now ready to let go of so that you can make space for something new to enter. And something new is going to enter. Next month is going to be an important one. Next month, with the summer solstice, we start your birthday month, and we will have a new moon taking place in your sign. And when there is a new moon in your sign, and all of us get one at least once a year, and it tends to represent a brand new chapter for you and a bright new beginning for you as well. That's what you're preparing for on a level of energy, on a level of psyche. I think that you can feel it. I think your instincts and your intuition are telling you that this is a time to put things to rest, to wrap up loose ends, to dot your T's, dot your I's and cross your T's, rather, and really allow things that need to come to a close so that you can have the type of beginning that you most want. And karma is on your side. Karma is with you. So whatever closures need to happen, accept them. For some of you out there, the closures might have already happened, but now it's about the acceptance and realizing how you're better off for the things that have already ended. What I love about this month for you is that it is leading you towards being busier, being more valued, and appreciating your value on very deep levels, on unconscious levels even. And it is really preparing you for the next big thing. Now, they say every moment is preparing you for the next, That will be so evident to you now, as you can see your life preparing you for some really wonderful beginnings set to take place for you, not only next month, but in several key moments as we approach the end of this month and throughout the year.